Hi everyone, Switchback UK, second vlog, and just want to say what fantastic weather we're having right now. It really is just superb. Making the most of it as well, because knowing good old Blighty, we don't know how long it's going to be before it's going to pour down with rain. Went out for a ride last night with some friends on the Harleys. And I have to say it was just fantastic. It was just such a brilliant thing to do. Friday night at the end of the week, everybody just got together about 7 o'clock and went for an hour's ride and stopped for some fish and chips, had a bit of a chat, and then we made our way back again. And the one thing that was just so amazing about last night was the sunset. You know, as we were coming back, we were on quite high ground as well, so we were able to sort of overlook the valley, and the sun, it just made the whole sky this amazing strands of peachy, purpley, pink, and red, and I'm trying not to sort of overdo it and sort of make it sound like I'm waxing too lyrical or getting too romantic, but. It was just one of those amazing sort of panoramic vistas of sort of sky that you could see in this incredible sunset. And the sun, when it got down low to the point of sort of horizon line sinking, it sort of uplit all the bottoms of the clouds, and there was just this incredible, intense orange filament of light that was just catching the underside edge of all the clouds, and it was like something out of an amazing Turner painting, and it reminded me also a little bit, like when people smoke a cigarette, and as they inhale, there's that intense kind of red orange light that sort of glows around the white paper, and it was as if the sun was going down, and it was just kind of igniting the bottoms of all the clouds. It was truly one of those sort of things. I know it sounds like you might think I'm going a bit over the top, but it was just one of those experiences that I'm so grateful for, because I was out on the bike. Because I do have to say, it would not have been the same at all if I'd have done that in the car. It's just, being out in the open air, and this time of the year when all the fields now are in sort of full bloom, with all the rapeseed is out, and you can smell that kind of peppery smell that's in the fields, and the kind of moisture sometimes when you're near the water. It's just, all these experiences are incredible when you're actually riding, and I am incredibly grateful for it. So we had a really fantastic evening. Beautiful canals. Just watch this guy here try and pull through before he reverses. I managed to get my first vlog up early last night, or late last night, before I went out for the ride, and it was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. I'm still sort of playing around with the best way to download these files and to get them sort of in editing software, because they're so big and they just take too long, and I don't know how everybody else does it, in the sense of you can't spend your whole life waiting for files to get downloaded into Dropbox and then sort of put them into your editing software and then start to, at the end of the day, it's just a blinking vlog. It's not, a piece of artwork that you're trying to sort of present to the Royal Academy. So, Yesterday, in the first vlog that I did, I mentioned that how I went out on the first time on my Harley and it was okay, and I went out a second time on this bike and it was disastrous, because I'm still getting to grips with it. I'm still learning how to use this bike, and the feedback I had, which was very gracious, I think, given that I was just felt the whole thing was a terrible terrible ride. I've got to go back to nursery school. I've been asked to go and practice some slow riding, some figures of eights and some U-turns. We're coming down to the test centre. This is where everybody in this part of the world takes their motorbike test, and it's actually a huge, expensive sort of they spent millions on this thing, really millions. It was supposed to be like the flagship of the country, one of their first big test centres, and this is where I took my test. I did my what we call the Module 1 and Module 2 in the UK, and I still don't like the place very much, even though I'm back here again as a different kind of rider. But the reason I've come here is because of the fact that I'm hoping there's a bit of a car park just up here somewhere where I can practice doing my homework, which is to do these little figures of eights or little U-turns. So hopefully I can use this here and not embarrass myself by one, either dropping the bike, which, you know, I don't really do. I mean, I've never really done before. It's one of the things that when I had to do my test, I absolutely loved all the slow riding stuff that we used to do in the bollards. I thought it was brilliant. Could have done it all day long, you know. But that was a slightly smaller bike, I admit. But let me go over here and do a little bit. And I'm probably going to turn the camera off because this will be boring for you to listen to. Horse again. I'm trying to stay right out of its way. The last thing I need to do is worry about 2 tons of hot meat running at me. Just be very careful here. I don't want to upset anybody. It says private, and I want to respect that. You can't really see a thing from here, unfortunately. I'd like to say I'm impressing you with my slow riding, but being on the grass is not that easy. Steaming up a bit. This guy's turning in, so I'm going to pull away. He's probably thinking, what were you doing at my house? Mummy, release the dogs! Just have a look. And once again, I'll probably put myself in a place where I can't turn round. And he goes straight in the canal. Beautiful view. Hope you can get this on the camera. Oh, come on. Went down a bit of a ditch there. Well, coming up to time to go home, and haven't really enjoyed my ride as much tonight. I'm not so happy with my riding. I think I'm still struggling with this conflict between going from riding on the Harley to riding on this Suzuki, and I love both of my bikes, you know, incredibly, because they both bring me so much joy in sort of different ways, but it is hard when you're trying to be particular and practiced about certain, you know, routines that it just does your head in a little bit when you can't get what you know you're capable of because you're still transferring between the different bikes. But I'm sure it'll come. I'm sure it'll come. Anyway, that's enough for today. Again, I hope you've enjoyed it. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? That's a Harley rider, and I gave him a good old nod, and just went straight by me. And well, I'm not going to get into that debate today. But anyway, signing off. If you want to subscribe, that'd be fantastic. If you don't, thanks for dropping by anyway, and see you again. Take care.